You're welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we want to solve the problem that is displayed at the left-hand side of the screen. And the question says, the crank OA in the figure rotates clockwise at constant speed, and during one revolution, E moves from C to D and back to C at constant speed. If the initial position of the mechanism is as shown in the figure, draw the locus of B during one revolution of OA. OA is 25 mm and AB and BC are 75 mm. So the first thing you have to do is to reproduce what you are given on the screen. So I'll just take this and I'll draw my center line, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. And I'll counter it this manner. So we have long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Now, since the circle you see here is the crank, and that is OA, and we're giving OA to be what, 25, I am going to measure 25 on my meter rule. So from 0 to 25, right? From 0 to 25. Hope you can see that. Let me put it very well so you can see that. From 0 to 25. And I'll place it here. Then draw my circle this way, in this manner. Alright, I'll taking it, because whatever you're reproducing, you're taking it out. Hope you can see that. Now, that means this is point O, and this is point A. Now, we're told that where point C is 13 mm from the center of this circle and 112 mm away from the center. How did I mean? If you measure this 13 from 0 here, this is 10, 12, this is 13 here, right? And I draw my horizontal line somewhere around here. So to get to where point C is, I'm going to measure 112, that is 62 and 50. So let's do that and see. So from 0 to 62 here, then from 0 again to what? To 50. So this point you see here, this is my point D, right? And this is the end point C. Is that okay? So these are the 2 points here that we have here. So those points, I'm going to draw my center line on those points this way. Long, short, long, short, long, short, and long. Hope you can see that. Now aside that, we know that this point where it is here, there's a point there that is moving in this manner. There's this point at this point here. Point E is constrained here, right? And is meant to move forward and backward. Is that okay? It's meant to move what? Forward and what? Backward. That is what I mean is it is meant to move in this manner. Meant to move in this manner. To and fro. That is my point E. Is that taken? Now to get point B is that we're told that A, B, and BC are 75 mm. So A, B 75, BC 75. So I'm going to take my instrument here and I'm going to measure 75 from 0 to 75 here. Can you see that? From 0 to 75. And I'll come to this point A I will strike an arc, and I'll come to point E here, and I'll strike another arc. So they are meeting at this point here. Can you see that? And that is my point what? My point B. So I'm going to join this point to A with a thick line, and I'm going to join this point to E at this point here. Can you see that? So this is what we have. Now we're not told that this is what we have already produced our figure here. Now we are not told that as this circle moves in a clockwise manner, right? We'll call it the crank. As the crank moves in a clockwise manner from A as a reference point, as a starting point, this E is constrained at point C to move along CD this way. This is moving circularly and this is moving linearly in this manner. Then also should plot the locus of B. So what you do is divide this into what? Into 12, or you divide it into 8. Any choice is yours, but I prefer using 12. So how will you divide this? Take the radius of this circle, I'll call it the crank. Then you strike up. You come to this top here, you strike left. You come here also, you strike this point too. So at this top, you'll be striking left and right. Left and right. That's what you're going to do. So here, you strike up. Here, you strike up. At the center, you strike left and what? And right. So you'll be having that. So you now use your instrument and you connect from this point through the center O. Through what? The center O with faint line. Through the center O with faint line. To the center O with faint line. Hope you can see that. So this will be A. Here will be what? A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, right? We can start all over again. We'll go A6. We can start from A7, A8, A9, A10, and what? A11, right? And as it's moving here, since this is into 12, you divide C and D into 6, half of whatever you divide the crank into. So I'll just take my instrument and I'm going to draw any line from this point. You can start from D anywhere. I can start from here, right, or from this point. So let me move it from here. So if I draw my line this way, hope you can see that. So faint line, I'll just take any measurement from my meter rule, any measurement at all, and I'll start marking. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what? 6. Can you see that? Then you will now connect it to this point. So when you place it this way, the last point to this point D here, you draw a line. Once you draw a line, you must not shake it anymore. You will now take another ruler and just wedge it at the end here. Can you see that? So once you've done that, I hope you can see that. Then you will now start moving it along that side. So this will go, let me zoom it down so you see what I'm talking about. Hope you can see that. So you now move it to the next point. You do this, come to the next point. You do this to the next point. You do this to the next point. You do this to the next point. You do this. Hope you can see that, right? So I can zoom it back up. Now once you've done that, I will now label this. This is E0. Here will be what? E1. This will be what? E2, E3, E4, E5, and what? E6. Right? So it moves to and fro. So this E6. The next one to now be what? E7, E8, E9, E10, and what? E11. Hope you can see that. So it ends at 11. So what I'll do is I will now repeat this same process. So it says AB is 75 and ABE is what? Also 75. So just take your measurement from here. From E to B, right? You place it at E1. You strike an arc in this fashion. Hope you can see that. Then you come to A1. You cut where you striked. So where you strike, this is where they meet. They will bisect. So I'll call that to be B1. I'll come again from A2. I'll strike another arc again. Then from E2, I'll bisect that arc I strike. And this is where they are meeting. So that will be my B2. I'll come again from A3. I'll strike another arc. Then I'll come to E3. What I strike, I'm going to cut it off. So this is where they meet. That will be my B3. I'll come from A4. I'll strike an arc. And I'll come to E4. I'll strike another arc. So where they meet will be my B4. I'll come to 5. I'll strike an arc. Then I'll come to E5. I'll strike on that arc I've striked. I'll bisect it. So this is B5. I'll come again from 6. I'll strike an arc. Then from 6 here, E6, I'll bisect the arc I've striked. So I'll come here. That'll be what? B6. Then I'll come to 7. Strike an arc. I'll come to E7 again on the same point as E5. I'll strike another arc. So they are meeting here. That will be what? B7. I'll come to 8. Strike another arc. Come to A8. I'll strike another arc here. So they are meeting at this point here. So here will be B8. I'll come to 9. I'll strike an arc. Then I'll come to E9. I'll bisect that arc I've striked with the same 75. So I'll come here. This will be my B9. I'll come here for 10. I'll strike an arc. For E10, I'll bisect that arc I've striked. That'll give us what? B10. Right? I'll come here for 11, same thing as point 1. I'll strike an arc. For point 11 here also, I'll strike another arc. So they are meeting at this point here. So they are meeting B11. So you can just use your rule and you join all the points together. This is 6. You can start from 6, this 6 to 6. Anywhere you want to start from. Different line 6 to 6. Right? Then 6 here also. to 6. I'll come again, 5 to 5. This 0.5 here, and this is 5 here too. Right? I can go to 4 to 4. Then take this 4 here too. Right? Then 3 to 3. Then take this 3 here too. Like that. Then 2 to 2. Then take this 2 here too. Then 1 to 1. Right? Then take this 1 here too. Then we have 11 to 11 here. Then take this 11 here. Just join all those points together. 10 to 10. Then just join this 10 here. 9 to 9. Then just join this 9 here. 8 to 8. So you can join the 8 here. Then and so on and so forth. We have 7 too. So ensure you join all those points together. B7. And B7. So this is what you have. Then you join all these points together. That's what they want. So use your French curve and you join all these points. So right, this is the locus of B from that particular problem that we have just solved. So you can easily do your dimension if you want to. Is video helpful? Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.